Chapter 2, Unpacking the Self.
So hi everyone, I will blog about Chapter 2 Unpacking the Self, the physical and sexual self. So physical self is the individual perception of themselves in areas of physical ability and appearance. So I will discuss first the diseases associated with the reproductive system, and the second, human sexual behavior. Third, physiology of human sexual response. And number 4, nervous system factors during a sexual response. And the fifth, sexual problems. And number 6, sexually transmitted diseases. And number 7, natural and artificial methods of contraception. So this is it. The number 1 is diseases associated with the reproductive system. So, infection are the most common problems in the reproductive system in adults. So, vaginal infections are more common in young and elderly women, and in those who resistance to diseases is low. The usual infections include those caused by Escherichia coli, which spread through the digestive tract. The sexually transmitted microorganisms such as syphilis, gonorrhea, and herpes virus. In male it is the prostatitis, uteritis, and epididymitis. Human sexual behavior. It is any solitary between two persons or in a group that induces arousal. So we have types of behavior. It is the solitary behavior and social sexual behavior. So if we say solitary behavior, it is involving only one individual. So and if we say social sexual behavior, it is involving more than one person. So it is the social sexual behaviors generally divided into heterosexual behavior, male and female, and homosexual behavior, male with male or female with female. If there are more individuals are involved, it's possible to have heterosexual and homosexual activity simultaneously. So the number 3, the physiology of human sexual response. So sexual response follows a pattern of sequential stage or phases when sexually activity is continued. So we have this: the excitement phase, the plateau phase, the sexual climax, and the resolution phase. So the excitement phase, goes by increased impulse and blood pressure, a sudden rise in blood supply to the surface of the body resulting in increased skin temperature, flushing and swelling on oval distensible body parts, and it is the more rapid breathing. So the plateau phase naman, it is generally of brief duration. If a stimulation is continued, orgasm usually occurs. So the third is the sexual climax. It is marked by a feeling or abrupt, intense pleasure, a rapid increase in pulse rate, and a blood pressure and spasms of the pelvic muscles, causing contractions of the female reproductive organ and ejaculation by female. So the fourth is the resolution phase. It is the last stage that refers to the return to normal of subnormal psychology state. Where males and females are similar in their response sequence, whereas males return to normal when stimulation is continued. That continued stimulation can produce additional organisms in females. Females are physically capable of replicated organism without the intervening rest period by females. sexual problems. It refers to a problem during any phase of the sexual response cycle that prevent that individual or couple from experiencing satisfaction from the sexual activity. So they are usually caused by socially induced inhibitions, maladaptive attitudes, ignorance, and several myths held in the society. Such resulting negative emotions can definitely affect the behavior of an individual. The common problems is premature emission, especially for young males. And this ejaculatory impotence, which results from the inability to ejaculate in coitus. It occurs or with traumatic experience. So, sexually transmitted diseases. So, we all know that sexually transmitted diseases are the common problem of our world. So, it is an infections transmitted from an infected person to an uninfected person through sexual contact. So, STDs can caused by bacteria, viruses, or parasites. Example includes the gonorrhea, genital herpes, human papillomavirus infection. So, human immunodeficiency, or it's called HIV, and acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, it's called AIDS, and chlamydia and syphilis. At the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases of the National Institute of the Health at the United States. So, STDs are a significant global health priority because of their overwhelming impact on women and infants and interrelationships with HIV and AIDS. So, STDs and HIV are associated with the biological interactions. Because both infections may occur in the same populations. Thank you. So, natural and artificial methods of contraception. The natural method. The natural family planning methods do not involve any chemical or foreign body introduction into the human body. People who are very conscious of their religious beliefs are more inclined to use the natural way of birth control, and others follow the such natural methods because they are most effective. So we have the abstinence. It is the natural method involves refraining from sexual intercourse and is the most effective natural birth control method, which ideally 0% fail rate. So the second is the calendar method. This method is also called rhythm method. It entails withholding from coitus during the days that the woman is fertile. According to the menstrual cycle, the woman is likely to conceive 3 or 4 days before and 3 or 4 days after ovulation. The woman needs to record her menstrual cycle for 6 months in order to calculate the woman's safe days to prevent conception. So we have the basal body temperature, cervical mucus method, symptothermal method, ovulation method, and coitus interruption. So we have the artificial methods. It is like oral contraceptives. So it's the most common using. So it is also known as the pill. Oral contraceptives contain synthetic estrogen and progesterone. So we have the transdermal patch, vaginal ring, subdermal implants, and hormonal injections, and intrauterine device. We have the chemical barriers, diaphragm, cervical cup, milk condoms, internal condoms, and surgical methods. So thank you.